do this. Hey, I smell smoke. We have to go, my friends. No, not another attack. Glad that's over. Over there!
I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be in Holbrook.
I came back for you. Where are the others?
They were chased up the mountain. I couldn't move fast enough.
I'll go. Will you be?
I'll be okay. You be careful.
We need to get through. Please, Wolf. Let us not be too late.
Begin the incursion!
Enemy contact.
This can't be happening. Not like this!
Glad that's over. Hey, Ugly.
You're kidding, right? Look at you. I'm surprised you can even lift that mace.
This mace will be the last thing you see.
I'm going to enjoy punishing you.
Oh, my young wolf. We should never have stayed behind. I'm glad to see friendly faces.
Come on. Let's get out of here.
Braham. They took Ottilia and her family.
They what? Where? Why?
They're collecting prisoners. I don't know where they took them or why.
I hate this. We have to help Ottilia and her family. But first, we have to make sure these Steaders are okay. I've got this under control.
Eirsson hails from Cragstead, a sizable homestead in Wayfarer foothills. He's the son of Erstagauken and Borgia the Sunchips. As a child, he never knew his mother. She and Borgia parted amicably so she could forge her legend with Destiny's Edge. Braham's father, a hero in his own right, agreed to raise Braham to adulthood. Unfortunately, that wasn't meant to be. Borgia died when his son was a young boy. In the care of friends, Braham grew into an impetuous teen. He has a reputation for being a bit impulsive, but his heart's in the right place, or so I'm told. When the Molten Alliance swept through Norn lands, Braham saw the violence firsthand. He sought help from the Char at the Black Citadel, but was turned away. Tribune Brimstone had no troops to spare, and he didn't believe the claims that Braham was the son of his guildmate. Undeterred, Braham approached Newt Whitebear in the hopes of gathering Norn to fight back the invaders. Again, he was denied, as the Sons of Svanir were perceived as the bigger threat to Holbrook. Braham ultimately teamed up with Rox Whetstone, a Char Gladian who had fought the Molten Alliance at Nolan Hatchery. Together, and with the aid of the Pact Commander, they infiltrated the Molten Alliance weapons facility and destroyed it from the inside. Braham was involved in a number of operations against Scarlet. He joined the Pact Commander in the final assault on the Breachmaker, but he broke his leg in the process.
We're close. I scouted around while waiting for you, and it doesn't look good. I'm seeing signs of dredge. We go fast and silent till Sneaky doesn't cut it anymore. Then we go fast and mean. Wait, something's not right. Be on your guard. That should do it. Let's go. What's that sound? It's piercing. Those sonic devices are hurting and devouring. You there. I'm here on Tribune Brimstone's orders. Report.
We had no warning. They came out of the ground before we could sound the alarm. Dredge and Flame Legion
Your warband?
was stationed here, yeah. Some are dead, but the others barricaded themselves behind the south gate. Here's the key. The invaders were in pursuit. We have to...
You're wounded. You stay here and warn away anyone else who comes. You will go. Shoo! Go back to your nest. Listen, I can't take care of you right now. There's the gate. Let me handle this. Oh, for rust's sake. Shoo! Get! I don't want another pet! Smell that? Something's not right. That's sulfur, and that means Flame Legion. They're near. Stay close.
Surrender, female. You're outnumbered and outgunned.
I don't think so. I've seen things scarier than you come out of my pet. We're too late. Look, tread marks, footprints. They took some of the workers away, alive. I have to secure the hatchery, but then I'm going to track them down. When I find out where they took the prisoners, I'll contact you. Come on, bud. Let's get you something to eat.
Rox is a Gladium. She lost her entire warband in a mining explosion. Since then, she performed tasks for Ritlock Brimstone, the Blood Legion Tribune, in an effort to join his Stone Warband. She crossed paths with Braham at the Molten Alliance facility. Together, under the leadership of the Pact Commander, they infiltrated the weapons base, freed the prisoners, and destroyed that operation. Throughout Scarlet's campaign, Rox fought beside the Pact Commander, providing ranged support and healing the injured. She accompanied the strike team that led the assault on Scarlet's Breachmaker in Lion's Arch. When Braham broke his leg during the fight, Rox stayed behind to tend to him. She also revived Marjory Delaqua, who was wounded by Scarlet's blast. In tending to her friends, she forfeited her opportunity to kill Scarlet, leaving the Pact Commander to do the honors. This was in direct conflict to her orders, and it ultimately led to her not gaining membership in the Stone Warband.
I'm the law around here, and the law is stretched pretty thin. Why'd you risk coming back just to stir things up again?
I'm doing what the Lion Guard can't. I'm helping the refugees. The Consortium used legal trickery to trap them here. I needed to send Nolan and his superiors a message. And these people needed hope. So, I provided it.
Well, that hope you provided left a trail of wreckage and broken bodies across my island.
It doesn't matter. The last of these contracts will be destroyed and the settlers will be freed.
Not by you. You're officially a Lion Guard prisoner, Canach. Again. You've done all the damage you're going to do.
You still don't understand. My plan doesn't require me to see it through. Every possible Consortium record depot on this island has already been marked. Soon, every residency contract will be destroyed, along with anyone who tries to defend them.
You think Salad Boy can make good on his threat?
I do. He's a knot-headed prig, but he's dangerous. I'm declaring this an official Lion Guard emergency. Double time it back to Null. I want those contracts off South Sun Cove. If there's no target, maybe Canach's plan will fizzle. He was collecting them anyway. Tell him to finish as fast as he can and assemble them for transport. I'll provide the ship to Lion's Arch. This is a public safety issue, so it's non-negotiable. Make sure Null understands that. I'm going to fix this. All I need are reinforcements. And as much black powder as I can get.
I'm so glad that's over. They were hallucinations. You sure?
I'm sure. Somebody, I'll call her Scarlet, was messing with our minds.
Okay, then let's figure out what she's up to here, and put an end to it.
You should be.
Run for your life!
Our Serpentine friends are working themselves into quite a frenzy.
As long as they believe we're Incarnate, one of their true prophets, they'll die to protect it. It's a pity that Scarlet didn't stay to witness the realization of her vision.
I was skeptical, But I see now that our alliance has borne wondrous fruit.
Pretty eyes. Maybe I'll remake it.
Okay, we can do this. Stick close to me.
One step at a time.
Don't be discouraged, darling. You can't help being inferior.
Ow! Oh, fudge, that hurt.
What's the matter? Are you okay?
It's just a thorn. I'll be okay. Keep moving.
Okay. If that's how you want to play it.
Are you afraid? You should be. Don't look behind you.
Sure we're still
I'm real, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, here.
Why don't you just give up? Your friends are all dead. You can thank me later.
We must be almost there. The air is growing thicker.
She better be up here too, or I'm gonna be disappointed.
Oh, look who's arrived just in time to bear witness to a moment of triumph.
No! Infidels must not be allowed in the presence of our prophet!
Now, no need to be rude. Don't you imagine your prophet is up to this pathetic challenge?
Kill the infidels!
Pay no attention to the cutie in the corner. Far be it from me to interrupt your big death scene. On the other hand, nothing wrong with a little anticipation. We've been having so much fun, haven't we? Ah, the memories. No one even noticed the strings on my Flame Legion and Dredge puppets. Yay me! And I made them dance so pretty. Although, I suppose I did go a bit cuckoo with my crew. And crew? Lions are to be talking about that hoo-ha for, oh, generations. But my favorite performance to date was Queen's Jubilee. Sigh, I do miss the charming Lord Farron and his fancy panties. I should tell you, by the way, I'm done here. This extravaganza couldn't have turned out better if you tried. But don't be sad. You'll see me again. Just not before I see you. The Credoratus are expecting a visit from their god. I wore my best ribbons for the occasion.
I believe this calls. Marjory Delaqua is a necromancer from Divinity's Reach. Until recently, she was a member of the Ministry Guard of Divinity's Reach and was responsible for protecting various Crichton ministers and their staff. She quit that job after witnessing some terrible abuses of power. After she left the Guard, she went into business as an investigator for hire, taking on various cases that her clients needed handled, often with discretion. When Scarlet's Aetherblades assassinated Theo Ashford of the Captain's Council, Marjory led the inquiry that led to the arrest of their leader, Captain Mai Trin. Trin later escaped her cell and fled to the Mists, shortly before Scarlet's attack on Lion's Arch. Miss Delaqua would later help destroy the Tower of Nightmares in Keswick's Hills, along with Lady Kasmeer Meade and the Pact Commander, who led the mission. Through her connections as a Dermot Priory member, she obtained evidence samples left behind by Scarlet's forces. The Pact Commander, with Marjory's help and that of Kasmeer and Vorp, predicted the attack on Lion's Arch. Despite their warnings to the Captain's Council, the city fell, but it was later reclaimed. Lady Kasmeer Meade comes from noble stock, but her family has since fallen on hard times. Her gambling brother Kyle put the family deep into debt, forcing her father to liquidate their possessions. Despite his efforts to fix Kyle's mistakes and unable to pay his own bills, her father was thrown into prison, where he died. Kasmeer, now forced to work, found employment as an investigator with Marjory Delaqua. Their combined efforts, with the Pact Commander's help, led to the solving of Theo Ashford's murder during Dragon Bash. Kasmeer was instrumental in uncloaking the Nightmare Tower, as well as in other battles during Scarlet's campaign. She distracted Scarlet in the final battle on the Breachmaker, giving the Pact Commander a chance to deal the death blow. Ah, Taimi. Rarely have I seen so much intellect and attitude crammed into such a tiny body. But don't let her size fool you. Between her feisty attitude and her skill at Golomancy, let's just say you wouldn't want to get on her bad side. She comes from Radasum, though her studies have taken her abroad. She first came to my attention when Scarlet's marionette was stomping around. Her obsession with Scarlet's research led to some crucial discoveries. When she speaks about magic, especially that of elder dragons, you'd best listen. Scarlet Briar. Where should I begin? No one at first knew why she began her reign of terror. Some say she peered into the very fabric of the universe and went insane. Her attacks began in the northeast and spread like fire. She formed uneasy alliances and controlled her minions through deception and brutality. She leveraged their technology to scan for currents of magical energy called ley lines. Each attack had a purpose, allowing her to collect data from across Tyria that would later be used to assault Lion's Arch. When all hope seemed lost, the heroes of Tyria rose to the task, along with new allies. Braham Eirsson of Cragstead. Rox Whetstone, Gladium. Kasmeer Meade, Mesmer. Marjory Delaqua, Investigator. And Taimi, Prodigy from Radasum. Led by the Pact Commander, they dismantled Scarlet's operations. But while they reclaimed the city at the Battle of Lion's Arch, they would later discover that she had completed her mission, even in death. Scarlet's machine struck the ley line deep beneath Sanctum Harbor, directing its magic far into the Maguma jungle, changing the course of history.